Hey folks and welcome, my name is Eddie, and in this video I'm going to teach you pretty much everything you need to know about Huawei Band 8. So let's start with the watch face. To see the watch face you can press the button or you can turn the wrist if the smartwatch is on the wrist. Now to go to the apps while on the watch face, press the button and here is the list of the apps. The first one is workout. Here you have different workouts. To start the workout, tap on it. Now you can see here that GPS is trying to connect. You don't have to wait for the GPS. You can tap here to start. It says, do you want to wait for the GPS? You can wait or start. Now that GPS is connected, we can see the 3 green lines. So I'm going to start it. This is how it looks like when you scroll up and down. It just goes in the circle. And then if you go left or right, it's going to switch between this interface and the music controller. Now I'll talk about this later. This is how the interface looks like. So you have all the data here. To stop or pause the workout, press the button. And now it's paused. You have an option to resume or to end it. So I'm going to tap here to end my workout. The next tab on the list is just the workout records. Now we don't have any because we didn't really measure anything. Workout status, again, this is empty because we didn't do the real workout. Then we have the heart rate app. This is how that app looks like. Beside that, we have the SPO app. This app is going to measure your blood oxygen level. Then we have activity records. This is empty because today I didn't really wear it on the wrist, so I didn't record anything. But here you have the number of steps you did and so on. Then we have the sleep data. The sleep data is also empty because I didn't wear it last night, but it's going to show you how much did you sleep and so on. So we have the stress data. Next, this app is going to measure your stress level, breathing, exercise app. Then we have the music controller. Now let's see how this works. I'm going to play something on the phone. So this is the playlist of Watch Before You Buy videos on my channel. So I'm going to tap on play here. And now you can see that here's the title of the video here. And here's an option to pause the video and resume it. And I can also change the video by tapping here to go to the next video on the list. Now we have a commercial. We have to wait for the commercials. It's a little bit tricky because I'm using the YouTube and yeah, I have to tap here to skip the ads. Now that it's playing, we can also control the sound level, volume. You can increase it and decrease it here. Now these buttons at the edge of the screen are a little bit, sometimes they don't register properly because it's hard to touch, but often it is easy to control. So this is how the music controller works. Basically, you use your fitness band to control the music on the phone. Let's go back. The next app is Shutter Remote. And this app, once you open it, is going to open the camera app, as you can see. And now you can take photos with the fitness band. Just tap here and you can see it's going to take the photo. You also have an option to set the timer of 2 or 5 seconds. So here is the 5 seconds timer. There it is. The next app on the list is the notifications. So this is how it looks when you have notifications. So you can tap on them, and here we have the message from John Doe. He says hi, and also we have a missed call. If I tap on the message, I have an option here, tap on OK to quickly reply back to John Doe. So what this fitness band does is it gives you an option to quickly reply from the fitness band to whoever sent you the message. You also have an option to calls. And here again, you have an option, few options actually, of quick replies to send this person a quick reply messages. And you can also set your own quick reply messages. So now if I tap here on see you soon, now this message is going to be sent to that WhatsApp account. The next tab on the list is the weather, and it gives you a basic weather forecast, so you can see the weather for today, but also if you scroll down, you can see the weather for the whole week. Then we have the stopwatch. This is how the stopwatch works. Just play and pause. You can also play it and then record here, so create certain records or stuff like that. Tap here to stop, and then you can reset it here. The next tab is the timer. This is how the timer looks like, so you can also reset the timers. This is my last timer, so I can end it. And you have here few predefined timers, but you can also create a custom timer. This is how it looks when you start it. You have an option to pause it and then play it again, and you have an option to restart it. So the next app on the list is the flashlight. This is a very useful app when you find yourself in the dark. It's going to create a certain amount of light for you to navigate through your apartment, for example, if you wake up at night and so on. The next app is Find My Phone. The way this app works is that it uses Bluetooth connection to find your phone and make it ring. So let's check it out. Here's the phone.
I'm here.
And now you can see that your phone is ringing and it says, I'm here. So this is an interesting app. If you lose your phone, you can use this app to find it. And the last thing here is the settings. So let's go to the settings. Here we have the watch face, and here we have a few options. So we can tap here to choose the watch face we like. And here are installed watch faces. Later I will show you how to install more. When you find the watch face you like, you can just tap on it, and yeah, that's pretty much it, how you change the watch face. Now let's go back. And the second option here is always on display. What this does is it's going to keep the watch face always visible. Now, of course, this is going to cost you a lot of battery, so I wouldn't advise you. But if you want to see your watch face constantly, just enable this option here. Now let's go back. The second option is custom cards. So you can control the custom cards. Now custom cards are these cards here. So if you go to the watch face and swipe left, you have 4 different custom cards here. The first one is the heart rate, and we have the blood oxygen, sleep, and the basic stats. So these are the cards. And if you go to the custom cards, you can control the order of the cards. You can see the first is the heart rate, but if I tap here, now the first is the SPO2 app. I can also remove the app, so the last one is activity records. Activity records, I can tap here on X to remove it. And I can also add new cards because I have removed one, and maximum I can have is 4. So I can tap here, and really there are no many options. We have here activity records and stress. I'm going to tap on stress, tap on OK. And now the last app is the stress. Now if we go to those cards again, you can see now SPO is on the first place, and then we have the stress. So that's how that works. Let's go back to the settings. And now let's go to the daylight and brightness. Here we have a few options. So for example, here we can increase and control the brightness of the fitness band. Then we have an option to reduce brightness at night. This is something that I actually advise you to do so you don't waste battery during the night. So from the 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., the brightness is going to be reduced. Then we have a tap to wake. So if we enable this, now once the fitness band goes on standby, you can tap on the screen to see the watch face. So that's what that is. Then we have the sleep options. I'm going to tap here. And here you control how long the screen will stay visible once you press the button or turn the wrist. So that's what that is. And the last option is screen on. If you tap here, you have different options. So for example, right now it's 5 minutes. I can change it to 10 minutes. And what this does is it's going to control. So you have the quick menu here. If you tap on the quick menu, you can see now the screen will stay on for 10 minutes. So you can control how long will the screen stays on once you activate this option here. So that's what that is. The next on the list is the vibration. Here you can control the strength of the vibration, and I advise you to leave it on strong. Then we have the don't disturb option. This is a good option, so you have it for all day or scheduled. I advise you to turn on the scheduled because once you are sleeping, even if you get calls or notifications, your fitness band is not going to vibrate, which could wake you up. The next app is the pin app. The way this app works is that if you take the fitness band from your wrist, um, the fitness app is going to ask you to enter the password to use it. So you're not going to be able to use the fitness band until you enter whatever pin you set here. And this is just a protection measurement. It's not really that important, but if you want to do it, you can do it here. The next app is notifications. So you have here an option to wake screen once you get notifications. So basically, if your watch is on the wrist and you get notifications, this option tells the fitness band to turn on the screen and show you notifications. And the next option here will show the notifications only if the watch is being worn. So right now I'm not wearing the watch, it wouldn't show them. So this is up to you again if you want to turn it on or off. I think it's a better option to turn it on. Let's go back. The next app on the list is the workout settings. So you have here auto detect workouts. If you turn this on, if the fitness band detects that you are running, it's going to start the workout app automatically. Then we have the workout heart rate broadcast. Heart rate data will be collected by the third-party Bluetooth devices, and the watch will be disconnected from the health app. So definitely, no, I don't want that. The next app on the list is the settings, and here we have an option to update the fitness band to restart. This restart here is just going to, for example, if you have some bugs or you turn the wrist to see the screen, something doesn't work properly, you can do the restart. But know that this restart is not going to erase your data or disconnect you from the phone. Then we have the power off option here. There is a disconnect option. You're going to use this option where you want to disconnect from one phone and connect to another phone without losing your data. And the reset last option is the factory reset is going to erase the data. The last option here is just about the device, so nothing really relevant. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about the apps and the settings. Now, if you go here to the watch face, I already showed you swiping left will take you to those cards, while on the watch face, swiping right will take you to the weather app. And you also have here a music controller app. We already saw how that works. While on the watch face, if you swipe down, you'll go to the quick access menu. You have here a few things like don't disturb. So this app, if it's turned on, is going to disable your vibrations, so notifications and missed calls. You have also here sleep mode. So we already saw that, how that works. That's basically, it's going to disable also vibrations on your notifications and missed calls during the sleep. Here we have find my phone feature. I already showed you how that works. So this is basically here the quick access menu for some of those apps we already saw. Here's the brightness level. Then we have a quick access to settings. We also have here the flashlight app. Then we have here the screen on for 10 minutes because we changed it to 10 minutes. It was on 5. Then we have here quick access to alarms app. Then we have here the timer. And the last thing is the counter. So with this, we have covered pretty much everything the watch can do. Now let's check out the app together. Okay, so this is how the app looks like. Here we have just the data, nothing more. If you tap on the devices and then on your device, you will see here the image of device, the status. It shows that it's connected to the phone. Then you have here the battery level. We have the watch faces. You can tap here on more. And here you can install more watch faces on your fitness band. Here we have health monitoring options, so you can see that some of the options are turned on by default. This is a stand reminder, so if the fitness band notices that you are sitting for 1 hour, then it's going to vibrate and show you on this option that you should kind of stand up and move a little bit. And these are also some other options. So we can see here continuous heart rate monitoring. This option can be disabled here if you want that. Now let's go back. We have here notifications. So you can enable or disable notifications. Also, you have an option here to mute notifications when using the phone. And here you can just set from which apps do you want to get notifications. Let's go back. Then we have an option to find the device. Now the way this works is that the phone, if you lose your fitness band, the phone is going to make it vibrate. So if I type here, find the device, the phone is going to use the Bluetooth connection to find the fitness band and make it vibrate. So I'm going to tap here on vibrate, and you can see it's not much. It doesn't create any sound. Of course, there is no speaker here, but vibration is better than nothing. Now let's go back. The next app on the list is an alarm. So here we can set, add, edit, and remove alarms. Then we have the weather reports. So this is turned on by default. You can turn it off if you don't want the weather reports, and quick replies. So the quick replies, I already showed you on the fitness band how that looks like. You have here an options of those quick replies we already saw. You can sort them out. So for example, if you want this to be on the first place, you can put it here. You can also add your own reply here. So you can write something like, no problem, short message, and then you'll have your reply written here, and you can also sort it however you like. Now the last thing I want to show you here is the device settings. So here we have a few interesting things. The first thing on the list is music playback control. You can disable this. You can disable raise to wake, so then when you turn the wrist to see the watch face, that's not going to work. And this option here is something really cool. You should definitely enable this. And what this does is that once you lose the connection with your phone, then your fitness band is going to notify you about that. And that's very useful, for example, if you're a person who loses their smartphone a lot. If you forget it somewhere, for example, you're outside, you forget your smartphone, then once you distance yourself from your phone for about 30 feet or more, your fitness band is going to vibrate and show you that you have lost connection with your phone, and that's going to remind you that you actually forgot to take your phone. So it's a really useful feature, and I definitely advise you to turn it on. Alright, so with this we are done, and I have covered pretty much everything you need to know about Huawei Band 8. I hope that this video was useful to you. If it was, please consider subscribing my channel. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Again, thank you guys for watching, have a nice day, and catch you in the next one.